Hi everyone, Mackenzie here. Thanks so much for joining me for this short video on the 3 questions that help women thrive and that I hope can help you thrive more, starting even immediately. If there's anything I know about this life, it brings really amazing things. It also brings a lot of pain and challenge and struggle. One of the main struggles life has brought me is that of the food and body struggle. Here I was, what I felt like to be a pretty capable woman. I felt pretty intelligent. I felt like I could figure out, a lot of things in my life. Yet when it came to food and my body, I felt like I just couldn't figure that part out. It brought an enormous amount of embarrassment in my life. There was so much shame for me around this. I was incredibly confused and frustrated as to why I couldn't figure out this part. Now, maybe you can relate to this. Maybe you too can resonate with the shame and the guilt and the embarrassment. What I know is that really wonderful, talented, capable women are pulled into this struggle. And what you might know deep down is that if you can't trust yourself around food, if you can't trust your body, you can't fully trust yourself in life. This is really hard for us women, us bright women who value integrity and want to be the best versions of ourselves. So what I've done is created 3 questions for you that hopefully will help you thrive more through this struggle. So grab a pen, maybe a piece of paper, and write these down. The first question is around something that I know all too well, and what I know to be so true for so many women in this struggle, and it's definitely true for me, is you're so good at doing everything for everyone else. You're so good at hammering out your to-do list. You're really good at running around and being everything to everyone, being a people pleaser. Yet what you're being called to do more of is self-nourishment. So this first question that you want to ask yourself is, what was my self-nourishment like today? Or what's my plan for self-nourishment today? And start flexing more and more of that self-nourishment and letting go of those old patterns that aren't serving you. Constantly taking care of other people. I know you're really good at it. I know you see that other people need things maybe well before they even see them. But this is your practice, more of this self-nourishment. So that's your first question. Your second question revolves more around food. You know that endless battle with food. You know it all too well. One minute you're saying, don't eat that, don't eat that. And the next minute you're saying, well, maybe just a little bit. Or no one can tell me what to do. I shouldn't have to follow rules. It's this endless battle between putting up rules and breaking down rules. It can feel a little bit like, or at least for me it did, like internal World War III. So this second question, you can apply this to anything. Anytime you're trying to decide if you should eat that or not eat that, or how much of it, you can apply it to exercise. You can apply it to just about anything in life. And the question is, does this thing, whatever it is right in front of me, does this thing bring me closer to myself? Or does it take me further away from myself? Does it bring me closer to myself? So that's your second question. Your third question, has to do with the struggle itself. When we're in the food and body struggle, sometimes it's all we ever know, and it can feel almost impossible to get out of it. It becomes almost like a way of life, and we become really, really good at worrying about our bodies and worrying about food. Now, one thing that's true about this is it can become a major distractor from our lives. It can rob us of so much emotional, mental, and spiritual space. And maybe for things that we are supposed to do, bigger things we're supposed to do in this life. So I want you to ask yourself this third question. If I wasn't thinking so much about food in my body, what would I be thinking about? What would I have time for? What would I have space for? So those are your 3 questions. I hope they help you. I hope they help you thrive and they're compelling and interesting for you. You know, if anything that I know to be true is that the struggle is so exhausting. You know, it feels like sometimes we're only just getting by day to day. I don't want you to feel like you're just doing what it takes to get by day to day and doing what it takes to survive. I want you to thrive. Now, if you feel called to take this work deeper, I am starting a program in a few weeks. The program is called Thrive. It's an 8-week program for women who want to end the food and body struggle and come home to their wisest selves. You can read more about Thrive in the link below this video. It's been such a pleasure spending time with you today, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye, everyone.